Album review. Ya Ya Logic Own the World self-released out now CD. DL. Ya Ya Logic are a West Malvern pub band made of up 450-somethings having a restrained but productive midlife crisis by writing some fine soul-searching rock songs and taking a walk on the mild side. Louder Than War receives hundreds of requests for review every week, and sadly we can't respond to them all, so here we suggest that artists target a writer, which is what Ya Ya Logic did. Why they chose me, predominantly a post-punk writer, is a bit of a mystery. I presume they had noticed that I perennially champion the underdog and have a thing about good lyric writing. When we were teenagers and you'd ask a friend of a girl you fancied what they thought of you, the worst possible answer would be she thinks you are sweet, or worse still, nice. Ya Ya Logic are a sweet band. Own the World is a really nice album. The wrong end of their 50s, living in a picturesque small town in the Midlands, you can't really expect them to be ass-kicking, cutting-edge rock-and-roll desperados, can you? Overall they do remind me of the kind of bar band Dire Straits were when they released their debut in 1978. My younger self would profess fashionable hatred for Knopfler, but in truth I've always liked Sultans of Swing and Romeo and Juliet for the guitar style, chilled ambience and storytelling lyricism. Whereas Walk of Life and Money for Nothing are execrable rubbish. Ya Ya Logic call themselves Indian alt-rock on their Facebook page because pub rock has always been thought of as a derogatory term. The American version bar band is probably better and fits. They do have a variety of influences though. A less frantic Dr. Feelgood, Della Mitri, Squeeze, Walk With Me has a touch of Psycho Killer about it, mixed with a Rolling Stones gait and backing woo-oh-oh-oh-s. The lyrics are existential yearning, which are preferable to the cliched nonsense of Love Medicine, which goes for a bluesy braggadocio vibe. Buy My Daddy's Gun is a bit too pedestrian, faux country pub rock with an American accent, but out of the 10 songs there are 6 which are very good indeed and show some real musical skill and thoughtful lyricism. What It Is achieves the impossible lyrically, and actually makes the phrase "it is what it is" sound like a genuinely profound statement on the futility of existence. Well, almost. It's a great song though, a gentle acoustic strum until it reaches a point where piano emphasizes the angst and the pace picks up. The lyrics are beauty enunciated. Each individual day is custom-made for you by chance and shadowed suits and whatever others do from your own specific expectations, your hopes, your fears, your dead relations, and the occasional patch of simple blindness for that seductive sense of powerlessness. The time signature is unusual and the vocal fragile sounding, and it sounds unlike anything I've heard, so maybe a prog rock inspired piece, but together with the equally affecting Garden Room Peter Perrott style romanticism and This Is Me Arthur Lee's love meets Dire Straits musically. Ya Ya Logic really do prove to be a cut about your average local band playing the pubs and social clubs, by some margin. Ya Ya Logic could easily coast along playing cover versions of Dire Straits, Crowded House, The Eagles, Kings of Leon songs and get applause and a modest fee. The fact they chose to write original material and democratically let each member write and sing means they have something special to offer. A weekend band maybe, but they have a creative outlet and are expressing themselves. There is some social comment in the lyrics, but they are not particularly banner-waving or angry. But the same as any teenage garage band, Ya Ya Logic have the freedom to say something, make people dance and create a bit of community. Small scale maybe, but some of these songs deserve a wider audience and a bit of appreciation. If you live in the West Midlands, check local press or their social media for gigs, and if you don't, get listening and downloading. A very cool, local pub rock band indeed. Official website, Facebook, Twitter, all words, get baby.